some painkillers. So this video here is about Kalarippayattu for children and young adults and adults, and spiritual enlightenment, and also alchemy, university, and basically creating reality. That was a good rhyme, was it? So yeah, we drive back. We'll be doing it. So, what kind of hood do you live under? No, I live under the unlearning hood, the hoodie of unlearning. And you take your medicine, you go to your doctors, you take your psychopharmacas, you learn how to behave in society. But certainly it's about, like I said, reality creation and doing it via the mind, That's basically what we have to do. That's what we all do. We create via the mind. You go to your dentist, your psychiatrist, your behavior psychotherapist. You go to university, you go to work, you are around children, you are around parents, That's basically how you roll through this whole concept. Drugs through everything around me, dream. Like, that's strange, People say I'm an addict, I'm addicted to something. I don't really think so, because from my point of view, let's have a bit of our wisdom here. And magic aspect, like alchemy and mind alchemy, so to say. It's happening in your city, I go through the city, I get my painkillers, I get my weed, I do all the shit in order to survive in here, because this whole construct is mad, it's mad as fuck. Because if we have been to Africa, for example, if we have been to India, I haven't been to India, but I'm practicing an art which is called Kalarippayattu, which is coming out of Kerala in India. And it's about your nervous system and the animal postures you do, the lohas you do. Because these postures and these salutation forms and the male form and the female form are connected to the Kundalini root source energy. We can connect that to Carl Gustav Jung, to the psychology of Kundalini Yoga, to Kundalini, to DMT, to neurotransmitters in your brain, which are certainly creating reality. And obviously, if you've been through karate training, through martial art training, I was having I think this guy here, Lemons, what is he called? Lemons. He was also, I think, in the same group as my trainer was in when he used to practice and learn martial arts. But whatever, long story short, I feel like I should bring closer Smaitawi, Kemetic Yoga, Kalarippayattu, and ninja training, so to say, through and to the people, And I visit tomorrow a personal trainer, a friend of mine, and Andreas Kensbrook, and it's going to be awesome with him, because he's on the same spiritual opening for Kundalini, and there are a lot of great things happen, and we exchange things. I give him a lot of wisdom. He gives me the strength and power and courage to become a personal trainer. Because if I'm going to do that, this is how I can put my magic into a box, represent it to you, and be like, yo, that's what I have to share, like the cat. Boom, you develop the magic, you develop the skills, and you certainly can do and alter reality, Because if we know, like I said, about urine therapy, Shivamukapa, yoga, Kalarippayattu, alchemy, melanin, magic, and obviously, taking care about your body, and maybe you have to go to the psychiatrist, maybe you have to go to the doctors, maybe they have to give you certain medications, and you certainly do it anyways, You keep drinking your urine, you're good, So be more alert, Alert, or, it's not an alarm, but it's more like being awareness. That's what psychology is telling you, Be more aware of things, It's also what yoga tells you, but many things, like this certain culture is westernized. There are Eastern influences, but certainly this culture is westernized. And we have to understand that also from a spiritual aspect. So we can't come over with these concepts out from the East and expect them to work in society instantly. Over time they will work, because certainly they offer certain truths which also the Western esoterics were behind, like Freemasonry and Templars and Knights and stuff like that. Because this is how reality used to always be created. The Egyptians knew it, the Kemets, people from Kemet, and obviously the people from the high priest level, the high priests, the magicians, the occultists, the Nazis, so to say, the occultum, because these people were certain groups which they knew about magic, they knew about the real people, they knew about these women with long hair who were witches, were shamans or wizards or monks, and because certainly, why are you doing it? You know the movie Doctor Strange, when I get a PhD, a doctorate degree from the University of Hamburg, it's going to be all sunny here. And I'm going to tell you, Doctor Strange is bypassing his astral body to the physical world. He's attaching the astral body to his original body, the vessel which is carrying the spirit. So certainly he does things from the mind in the astral body and then in the physical. That's what shamans do, And this is why I give you, certain root movement skills, root arts, like Kalarippayattu. They give you these codings in your body. So you interact a lot different with everything around you. Because you start to work differently. Your nervous system starts to work differently. So this is why I tell Kalarippayattu for children, Children in Kerala in South India used to be introduced to Kalari, I think at the age, don't let me lie, at the age of 8 during rain season in Kerala. So around June, August. So this is when they get the first imprint, so to say, with Kalari, which is basically a form of movement, a form of yoga. It's a very powerful one, it's a very good one, because you learn how to walk bare feet, you learn how to fight, you learn how to defend yourself, you learn how to be healthy. And this is from such a core aspect, because it's from your tendons and bone structures. It's not from your muscle system per se only. And this is where the Western, if we would, I give you a major key here. If we would see the human body and the Western and the Eastern culture, the Western culture will be everything that you can physically touch in your body. So your muscle system, your bone structure, maybe even your nervous system. Maybe even your nervous system, because you could touch it. But then there is also the Mashdasnan, which is kind of like Islamic, you know, Mashdasnan culture, which is teaching about the glands in your body, who release certain neurotransmitters. So these are your chakras. This is where West and East merges. Because in the East, people tell you about the chakric system, which is your energetical astral body system also, but it's also connected to your physical body, obviously. So your glands are your chakras. Many people don't know that. I give you this imprint. So I can tell you that what I do is so brilliant because I tell you about sun gazing, Shivamukha urine therapy, Kalarippayattu, animal forms, the lohas, the leg swing exercises, the first salutation form, the male form and the female form, which is already like a lot for you. And I tell you about alchemy, I tell you about magic, I tell you about ninja skills, I tell you about melanin, even if you don't believe it. I'll tell you about drugs. And I'll tell you like that this is all like a representation of the mind, man. If you see it or not, like, and it depends for how long you do certain things and how basically you interact over a longer period with reality. It's what you do, man. I tell you. Oh, we have to be aware and careful, yeah. People might not get it. It's sunny, man. It's beautiful. Look at the sun, yeah. Oh, I have to drive. But it's nice, yeah. 1313. Death Angel. Lucifer, you know, like you burn yourself, you're like a phoenix. You burn yourself and you cook yourself over and over and over and over and over again. So the phoenix rises from the ashes over and over and over and over and over again. So certainly you manifest what you speak, what you do, how you are. That's it. And I mean, if it's fucking massive, like I tell you, if you do the first salutation from Kalarippayattu, it shakes open your pineal gland. And it starts to grow. That's a major key. I tell you, if you do the first salutation form from Kalarippayattu, your pineal gland will grow. Es ist Freitagmittag, eine spontane Idee von Berlin bis nach Prag im T5 von VW. 8 Atzen, eine Bon, DM, MDMA, Koks und Es. So geht's ab in den Ostblock. Was passieren wird, werden wir sehen. Wer wir sind? Na, die üblichen Verdächtigen. Fick mal auf Holland, denn das Mekka liegt in Tschechien. Gras, alles gibt es hier und das beste Bier, Stachopran auf der Autobahn. Nix kann passieren. Nothing can happen. You're spiritually Protected magic powers. Damn, there is some serious shit going on with police and ambulance and what the fuck? You know, you become Neo and you see the comic book. Can I show you? I don't grab the phone because the police is there. Should I? Oh, whatever. I can block it. No, oh no. I was blocking it already. With my big wings. Let's get some toothpaste, you know, obviously without fluoride. You grow your hair and you become the wizard. You know, it's Shiva and Shakti energy and Osiris and Kemet. That's all you do, man. Psychopharmacas like Dr. Ute and University of Hamburg. You know, these ideas, you know, like you do certain physical shit. Because you scroll through social media and like, yo, where do people get their degrees from? You know, and they earn so much money with it. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what do you even offer? Like, what the fuck do you even offer? For sure. Like, no shit, but what can you even offer? You know, from a spiritual, from a psychophysical standpoint. Nothing, man. People offer nothing. They sell you a product which is already done through you, which is basically your reality. People fuck with it. Politics, in healthcare systems, in the bankings, even in the kindergartens. People fuck with it. And I'm so done with the shit, you know. This is why I tell you, you know, I will teach Kalarippayattu. I will teach Kundalini Yoga, you know, I will teach kickboxing. I will teach ninja training, you know, I will teach magic and alchemy, Shivam Kappa, you're in therapy, you know, melanin magic, Kemetic yoga. That's what you do. And even if I'm doing it for myself and only my voice gets out there, it's already enough. Because I know that there is melanin sitting in your computer chips and in mine. And it's also sitting in my brain, so it is in yours. And it's obviously also in my nervous system, which is called the neuromelanin. And it's also in your nervous system. And I know that if you basically cultivate, that's what cultures are. You can talk about fermentations and yogurt and Greeks and Skyer and Nordic people, you know. But certainly, fermentation of the oil is what's then in connection with the cerebrospinal fluid and the neuromelanin and Kundalini opening and Kalarippayattu and waking and shaking up the deities which are sitting in your Kundalini. You learn everything through yourself. Through your cell phone, so to say. Because spiritual opening, Kundalini opening should be taught in school, should be practiced in school. But these higher forms of magic, these higher forms of alchemy, which is chemi, which is physics, quantum physics, metaphysics, which is mathematics, ma'at, kemet. All these German, English, angelish, all these subjects are coming from a bigger mind, which is yours, which is your brain, which is your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul. This is why you do yoga. Yoga is the whole, the everything. Some spiritual enlightenment from the unlearning guy. Yeah. Keep practicing the salutation forms from Kalarippayattu. Keep taking your psychopharmacas from Dr. Utu. Shoutouts to Kai-Peter Hitze and Eva Kamila Kruczynski for practicing Kalarippayattu in Hamburg City. Shoutouts to my psychiatrist, Dr. Utu, for giving me the psychopharmacas. Shoutouts for myself for keeping it going at work and at the university. And with my own salutation forms of Kalarippayattu and magic practices and the male form, put things into structure and order again from the mind, so it mirrors down in the body, so it mirrors down into society. That's how you crack in the mirror. It's what you do. It's what you are. Oh, that was not so good, but we've done it anyway. Yeah. Done, yo. We're done in the sun. Oh no. This is private. We go to private. Private. Private, practice. No, that's what you do. That's what you are, Oh, we go out in the sunlight and make it all beautiful. So 23, love you. All the best.